Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Adrian, single father to 13-year-old twins John and Ella. Our journey began in Thailand, where I used to work as an underwater cameraman, and that's where I met their mum. Tragically, we lost her during the birth in Bangkok. I later moved back to the UK to be closer to family. Now, 9 years later, I'm home educating the kids and planning exciting adventures. I've always known the transformative power of travel, and I want my children to experience it while they're still young enough to want to go with their old dad. We converted my trusty work van into a cosy camper van to embark on incredible journeys. Our future plan is to upgrade to a bigger van and make a more permanent home in Europe. Join us on our journey as we explore the world, learn and grow together.
Good morning folks. So, a little bit different start to the video today. I'm out for a little walk because I was just going to give you my opinion on certain things like Christmas, because today we're going to go to the shops and get a tiny bit of Christmas shopping. We're also going to go and have a look at some camper vans again, provided the place is open, because that's the main goal of this video, is we want to keep looking at campers and seeing the layouts. I hope the traffic noise isn't too bad down this street. Anyway, I personally have nothing to do with Christmas. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. It doesn't make any sense to me, and it never has. All right, when I was a kid, yes, I used to enjoy getting presents, of course I did. And as soon as I got old enough to sort of really think about it and like, why do we do this? It became very clear to me that there's no reason for us to do it. I'm not religious in the slightest, but then anyone who knows anything knows that Christmas has got nothing to do with Jesus, baby Jesus. I'm sure I'm going to get some feedback in the comments about this, so please do that. But it's got nothing to do with it. I think his birthday was more, not that it even says in the Bible apparently, but they believe it's more like April time, don't they? So yeah, with that aside, it stems from the Romans, doesn't it? And the Greeks even. The Greeks had another god they worship, but the Romans, it was Saturn, wasn't it? And Saturnalia was their like winter festival. And then the Christians slowly moulded it into their thing, just to spread the word. And that's kind of gets us to where we are today. Now, to me, it makes no sense and never has. Yet, when the kids were little, I still did it for them. I just didn't want them to feel left out, you know, which is wrong, because you shouldn't have to feel like that. You shouldn't have to feel like you've got to bend and do what everyone else is doing just to fit in. But I did it, you know, for the kids. When they were small, I used to stay up late, wrap the presents. We'd put the carrots out for the reindeer and a glass of milk for Santa. Right, I've just edited a bit out there because I mentioned something and I didn't think there might be kids watching, so I better be careful. As soon as my children were old enough and realised different things about Christmas, shall we say, then I left it up to them. So it was a couple of years ago, they figured it out. And from that point on, I was clear with them. I just said, look guys, it's up to you. I personally, I'm not bothered either way. If you want to have a big celebration and do a Christmas thing, we will. If you don't, we won't. And the first year, John was like, couldn't care less. Still like to get a couple of presents, of course, but couldn't care less. I'm just going to turn around actually and start heading back now, because I'm going to pick the kids, get the kids up. They're getting ready. The kids are just getting ready, and we're going to head out and do this mission when I finish my rant. My rant, which I'll probably edit heavily by the time I get home. What was I saying? Yes, but Ella, for the last couple of years, she just wanted a tree up. She said, no, I like to have a tree. I'm like, fine, no problem. We've got a tree. We've got all the decorations from previous years. It's a plastic tree, of course. So we've put that up for the past couple of years for Ella's sake. And then this year I've asked, I was like, what do you want to do, guys? You know, it's getting close to Christmas. Everyone does Christmas lights all down our neighbourhood, all down the streets. The shops are filled with it all. And me personally, I just put my blinkers on and walk past. It's not a bar humbug thing, by the way. It's just I don't understand why everyone has to go through this mass form psychosis and everyone celebrate it together, you know? It doesn't make sense to me. Me and the kids, we had our fantastic 6-week adventure down to Croatia. Now that was our massive celebration of life and being together as a family and just doing amazing things. That was our choice. We arranged that and we made that happen and enjoyed it. Why now should I have to do this little celebration because everyone else is? I'm not with them. Oh, there's going to be some comments on this, isn't there? Right, where was I? Yeah, so this year, she said, oh, maybe I'd like a little tree. Can we just get a small tree? And I said, well, we've got one of those in the loft, a little diddy one that she used to put in her bedroom when she was a kid. And she said, yeah, that'll do. It hasn't gone up. I went into her bedroom just yesterday, I believe, and I said, Elle, it's only a couple of days till Christmas. Do you want to put that tree up? And she was just like, nah, can't be bothered, not interested. So there we go, that's us. And to me it just makes so much more sense. I don't understand why everyone does it, especially with the state of affairs of the world at the moment anyway, with what they call the cost of living crisis, and you know, everyone's in debt, there's problems, yet people will still go to the supermarket and fill a trolley or two with alcohol and cakes, biscuits, chocolates and all this crap, and then overeat and overindulge and then have to go on a diet in the new year. Just keep on keeping on. We'll just keep on the same as we always do and not put on a load of weight over Christmas, not spend a load of money over Christmas. And to be fair, I want to work hard towards getting this van, so I would much rather be working this period because it wasn't my choice to take a holiday, but all the trade places close for the whole week over Christmas, so I can't get any supplies for my building work. But that's okay because I'll make sure I get what I need before that week's up. What was I going to say next? Oh no, I think that's about it really. Anyway, that was my rant about Christmas. I've always been very non-conformist. I've never understood why everyone should move along with the herd and do the same thing that everyone else is doing just because someone hundreds, thousands of years ago even decided we should. I'll do what I want, thank you very much. I don't put any pressure on my kids either way. I educate them as to where Christmas came from, what its background is. Now they understand certain things about it that I won't say because there's kids watching, maybe. It's their choice. It's their choice entirely. They're old enough now to make their own decision. Anyway, this is the Wednesday before Christmas, so it's probably going to be absolutely heaving. So we'll get that over with as quick as we can, and then we'll head out to the Campervan motorhome dealership and see what they've got that we can have a little look at. Anyway guys, that was quite a long rant. I'm probably going to be editing this down heavily. Once I watch it back, I'll think, what was I talking about? No one wants to hear this. They're here to see campervans and kids having home education. All right, I'm back at the house. Let's see if the kids are ready and let's head out. And just like that, there they are. Hello, children. Hi. You notice how teenagery they always appear in videos. Whoa. Say hi. Hello. So yes, we are now bombing down the road towards the shopping centre, and we're going to brave these last-minute Christmas shoppers. All right, we've reached the retail park. It's not as busy as I thought it was going to be, but it's still not pretty. We won't stay here too long. Hello, boy. Hello. Yeah, so we're going to get this over with as quick as we can, really, because not my favourite place to be. I don't think I'll take the camera. No, you don't need to see inside shops, do you, really? Do you? That was a successful shopping mission. That's it for our Christmas shopping. It lasted about 20 minutes, half an hour, and we got some more clothes, didn't we, guys? John needed jeans, so we got some jeans. Elle wanted a hoodie because she's addicted to buying hoodies, so we got her a hoodie.
Not that I think.
You are. You love them. You got a thing for hoodies. Anyway, that was painless. We had a bite to eat, and we are on our way to the motorhome dealership. Now, I had a look on their website to see if they had something the sort of size we were looking at, and it looked like they had 2 or 3 in stock, but you don't know how regularly they update their website. So we shall see, we shall see. Again, we're just going to be looking today at the layout, which is the main focus. I did like the ones in the previous video very much, and I think we've all been fairly sold on that, but we're open to options. We're open to options. And the other thing is, this size van we're looking at, like the Sprinter Ducato type thing, I don't know if we should consider going bigger, like motorhome sort of thing, because when we actually get this thing and get it set up, we're going to be moving on to a different future. I'm not going to be needing a van for working, doing the work I do anymore, and we'll be living out of the thing in Europe eventually. But it is our car as well, so that's why I've always steered towards a van rather than the coach build motorhomes, because it's our car. We've got to take it to the shops, we've got to do everything in it, so I didn't want something too big and cumbersome. But I'd be interested to know if anyone's got any opinions on this or experience. Please drop it down in the comments. That would be absolutely fantastically helpful, because I don't know, I've always been steering towards these smaller vans, well, bigger than this van, but not motorhomes. But I don't know if it might be a better option. Let me know what you think. It is just up ahead, so we're looking out for it now. Fingers crossed they've got a couple of vans in. Fingers crossed they're open. Are you ready to look at vans?
I'm cold.
Zip your hoodie up, jumper thing. So it looks like they've got a couple that are our sort of size, certainly not our price range, but let's see what we can see if they're open. So that's a Sprinter, and it's just that little bit longer than the others. We can't actually get in these, they're not open. But we can see through the windows to see the layout, but I probably can't get that on camera. But Sprinters are just that little bit bigger than things like that Boxer. Oh, well, that's a long one. But if you can see past the reflection, there we go. So this one's got sofas all the way to the back. That's no use to us because we need storage. So, can we see around inside this? So they obviously keep them locked up on this place. Oh, he's set the alarm off now. I just set the alarm off on one of the others by accident. You can't really see in through here. That's a similar setup to what we were looking at there, kids, with the seats there. But it doesn't have, in the back, no, you see these have got the benches, so there's no storage space underneath. Right, not much to look at here really, because we can't really get in them, and the ones we can see through the windows, they're not the sort of layout we would go for. But it's nice to see them from the outside. But there is a showroom here with some Volkswagens, little ones, so we're gonna have a look anyway, just for the hell of it. These little lads. So there's no denying it is a really nice, cute little setup for such a small van. But these are even smaller than ours, than our Favaro. But they are very nicely done. And obviously the pop tops make a lot more room. So there's a little person bed up in there. You can pull that down and you get a second bed. And then that'll convert into a bed there. So it is a good layout, but then we use our roof space so much for like the solar panels and the roof box for storage. But it is a good layout. Are you looking at me through the camera?
Yes.
No, I'm looking at you. Yeah, pop tops are great on these small vans, but you just lose all that roof rack space unless you're able to put one on top, I suppose. Or you can have rear mounted storage boxes, I suppose.
And you get fairly decent storage under there, not that much.
But anyway, that's far too small. It's smaller than our van, and we're going to be upgrading to bigger, aren't we? Like those ones outside, which I'm just going to look at one more time.
Yeah, that is the kind of size, I think, or the Sprinter. Now, I know I've talked in my videos about the Sprinter and been dubious about the rust issue, but that is a nice big van. That's humongous. Because you can imagine it having a high level bed in the back there, double, and then you could even have a small single in front of that, and that's all garage storage underneath. And we've still got room there for a kitchen, shower, and the front chair and tables and swivel chairs at the front. That's a fantastic size, that. I like that a lot. Or do we look at something like that? I mean, that's far out of our budget, but you know, you can get cheaper second-hand sort of things. Is it a motorhome, because we're going to be pretty much living in it in Europe, or is it something like this that's a bit more manoeuvrable around a supermarket car park?
Give me your opinions, because I am starting to not be sure anymore, and I'm open to opinions of anyone who's got any experience out there. What do you kids think?
What?
Do you like those things or those things?
What?
Opinions. What do you like? Do you like the big motorhomes like that?
The motorhomes are nice, but the vans are practical.
You're a very practical lady. I like that.
Ella says the motorhomes are nice, but the vans are practical. Pretty much what I was saying as well. So a lot of thinking to be done. Give us your opinions. Give us your opinions. I need help with thinking this through. All right, we're going to head off now. I'm sorry, that wasn't much to look at there because we couldn't access the vans, and there didn't seem, there's only one guy around and he seemed to be busy. I didn't want to bother him. But it gives us a bit more food for thought. And yeah, time to head home really. All right, folks. Well, Ella and I have just been having a bit of a discussion. John didn't have much to say on the subject. I think he's off in his own little world there today. But Elle's kind of helped steer me back towards the idea of like a Sprinter type van. And obviously we do the conversion ourselves. But I really am interested in what people have to say. The motorhome, like Ella says, yeah, it's nice, it's cozy, but it's a little bit less practical if we're moving it around a lot, which we probably would be doing. And the thing with buying like a Sprinter or something and building the van ourselves, we get it exactly the way we want it, and it's probably a lot more cost effective to do things that way. But I am open to opinions. Please let me know, please let me know. But I'm afraid that's pretty much it. I know it's a short little video, and like I've been saying in the last few videos, I don't know if there'll be some weeks over this winter period where we don't have one. But I feel bad if I don't, as the week ticks away and I haven't got anything ready for a video, I feel bad because you guys are always watching now, and you know, I feel like I don't want to let you down. So I think this is better than nothing, isn't it? Don't you think? So I think what we'll do is just end it there and say goodbye to you, and we'll see you next time. I don't know if it'll be next week, but next time. How about that? Bye!
Bye.